There we go.
Welcome. Any map preference or anything?
Again, up to the monster. Don't really give a shit. Just pick a map.
We'll try one more on refueling tower. And then go from there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Plath. Yeah, as soon as we get a full group, we'll go ahead and try it out on the PlayStation 4. See if I can get it working correctly with my hardware and whatnot. If not, we during for some downtime, I do have my PAX East footage that I don't mind showing, and eventually I would love to go over it and explain kind of like my thought processes behind a lot of my stuff. The big problem though is I have to mute the entire stream, which means there's very little sound except like the commentators, and so there's no in-game sound unfortunately because I don't have the raw files, and because it was the shoutcasting point of view, I don't have like my monster only point of view. And while they're getting that set up, I'm going to take a quick leak. I'll be right back. Okay. Ooh, we got a Mr. Slim Shady. Okay, let's see what the Goliath wants to do this time. So, heading towards the junkyard. I'm not a big fan of the junkyard. I find that the food's a little too sparse and just really easy to get boxed in back there. But we'll see. Maybe he's heading towards the caves. That being said, though, this back area... Ooh, nice. That stupid sloth. So, killing a spotter underneath there so it doesn't make any noise from carrion birds is a nice little thing. So getting 4 meat, it's not bad. Could be possible carrions. Good job so far, no carrions. So a bunch of trapjaws showing up. So the trapper is probably going to spot... Oh, it looks like he already spotted the footprints. So Monster is deciding to go ahead and be a little bit sneaky. Let's get that formation look again. So interesting, really wide spread, especially for a slim healer. It is stage 1, so you can afford to be a bit wide, so I do like that they're covering more ground. And the trapper is about to throw the dome. Oh, and it misses. Oh, okay, did hit. Looks like it missed for a second, and then I thought he got snagged on the plant, but nope, doesn't look like it. So without a Hank, you can do a pretty decent job of really just kind of hurting the trapper a lot, because there's no real easy way to do it, and so now he needs to take out that shield drone. And the monster is taking a good amount of damage. There is a little bit of food to take nearby, but yeah, that Sunny Drone's really got to go is the problem. So Sunny Drone's going to be coming down in just a second. There it goes. Rock throw to the assault in the face. It looks like that the support is doing a good job of keeping an eye on the battlefield, especially with regards to her drone, making sure that it's always up and running. The monster at half health, taking tremendous amounts of damage, just getting lots and lots of damage. So here comes the the Sunny Griffin Harpoon, doing a lot of good job. Now this is a very good tactic. What you want to do with what that Goliath did is to kind of serpentine and kind of go back and forth, not to be super predictable, otherwise Griffin can just stay up, but he's doing a really good job, and I like that. So here comes the rock to the face, going to slow down Griffin for just a moment, but the assault is right in front of him. Really good jetpack management, able to stay ahead of the monster as much as possible. Okay, back to the garbage place. He might be going for those food. I feel that when Griffin's so close, I feel that really just kind of focus more on getting away than getting a couple bits of armor that might be helping you, because the most important thing is to get away. Because if you don't get away, and getting domed in. So the monster, very low health, looking in a bit of trouble spot. He's got a little bit of a pillar here he can kind of work with, but this is kind of like an awkward dome for the Goliath. He might be able to make something work inside the cave right over here, but I think he's just got a little bit too low of health to be able to put pressure on the opposing team. GG.
GG.
So good game. You had a decent start. I felt you probably could have done a little bit better job sneaking a little bit further, because they found your first footprints a little bit closer. I'm not a big fan of going towards the junkyard at the beginning. There's usually not enough food, and you are relatively close to the drop point, all things being considered. But that being said, you were doing pretty good for a little while, but that post-dome chase, the Sunny and Griffin was just able to keep up with you a little too much. The best thing to do is to kind of just either knock back Griffin if you can, or if he's out extended, you could do a bit of damage, especially because it took a little while for Slim to catch up and start doing the healing. And so I feel that you probably could have done a little bit better, just kind of serpentine and going back and forth, as opposed to going a straight line, because that makes it easy for Griffin to predict where you're going to go, which can make it really hard. But the hunters were doing a good job just staying on your tail, doing a really good job. So just good job overall.